This is the new Apple Vision Pro, and I'm a world-ranked professional yo-yo player. Today we'll be stepping into the world of spatial computing as I attempt 5 objectives, each one helping determine how useful this thing can really be. Will it benefit me with yo-yo or anyone else with their specific hobbies? Before we get into objective 1, first a little context in case you're unfamiliar with the device. Apple released the Vision Pro in February 2024, and since then it's been taking YouTube by storm. It's basically a mixed reality headset, but your eyes are the cursors, so just looking at anything and tapping your fingers together will select it. Whoa, that's crazy. Now getting right into objective number 1, practice for a yo-yo contest. So I have the Pacific Northwest Regional Yo-Yo Contest coming up soon, so I gotta get in the mode to practice. Apple Vision Pro has these things called environments. This should be able to help me out, I think. I'll explain how in just a second, but first I want to show you a few of these so you know what I'm talking about. We can turn the environment all the way up so I'm fully immersed, or we can turn it down a little bit, which is what I'm gonna do, because I need to be able to see my yo-yo. Still looks like we're in the middle of White Sands as long as I don't turn too much to see my camera filming me over there. What's up? While I was practicing, I couldn't help but think, it's so stressful yo-yoing with this thing on. If I hit the lens just once, it's game over. Now practicing on the moon so I can do some zero gravity yo-yo tricks. Oh gosh, this is so scary. Quickly gonna show off a few other environments before answering the question of how useful this feature can be with a rating out of 5 stars. And remember that later in this video, things will get much more interesting. On top of a mountain in Hawaii. And now we're in the middle of the desert. We've arrived at Mount Hood. So why do I want to try practicing in different environments? It's because every contest and stage is different than the last, and I want to be prepared for anything. Hopefully they never host a contest at this last location though. Yosemite National Park in wintertime. My hands are shaking from the cold. Just kidding. As I was getting ready to move on to objective 2, I realized that practicing with the headset was actually more difficult than practicing normally, but at least it was fun. Finished up the practice. Oh, the yo-yo missed the camera. So the environments are cool and all, but in terms of usefulness, 3 out of 5 stars. Now moving right into objective number 2, learn an impossible yo-yo trick in the Apple Vision Pro. My eyes are starting to hurt, but we gotta go learn a yo-yo trick. I'm gonna be learning this one specifically from this guy named Tetsuro Kato, also known as Tagio. He's known in the yo-yo community for having some of the most technically complex tricks in the world, and this one is no exception. Here's my setup for learning. That slack is weird. Slack tricks are what made Tagio popular, and they're also the cause of my frustration in this challenge. This is really difficult. I'll be able to get it, right? Not only is this trick challenging, but it's also quite complicated. But complicated was an understatement. We'll get back to learning this impossible trick later in this video, but for now let's get started on objective 3, edit a YouTube short. My goal was to turn this script about doing the DNA yo-yo trick on Mr. Beast Feastables chocolate bar into a 20 to 30 second short. So we're live on YouTube right now editing a new video. We got this massive video editing screen on my wall, as well as the YouTube chat on the left so I can talk to you guys. While I spend a concerning amount of time learning how to edit on the Apple Vision Pro, please consider subscribing because it took a lot of time, energy, and money to make this video. Short is finished, now available on my YouTube channel. Time to give an honest rating for the usefulness of editing on Apple Vision Pro. Sure, it was cool seeing the video I was making on a giant screen floating in my room, but was it practical? Well, it took a lot longer to make that video than it usually takes. So for that reason, I'm giving it 2 out of 5 stars. To continue trying to answer the question of how useful this device can really be, let's get right into objective 4, make a purchase with the Apple Vision Pro. So I decided to try it out at one of the biggest yo-yo companies in the world. Wearing them out in public for the first time. Why is this so scary? Why do I look so nervous? What if they think I look dumb wearing this? Seriously, it's not even that big of a deal. Calm down, Hunter. What's up?
Oh, Hunter!
Do I look different?
You do.
Looking good, Hunter.
Thank you.
Bro, you scared me so bad.
You look like you've been skiing. You have good peripheral vision.
Barely. Could just watch like a YouTube video up in the sky.
So if I'm telling you like a really boring story, you can just be watching.
My friend Mac is about to experience this scary.
Don't worry, I would never do that. Anyways, let's try not to get distracted from our main objective, making a purchase. You have Apple Pay?
Yeah, I think it works on here.
So I found this Spotlight Ultra that I wanted to buy. Now let's see if Apple Pay works the way I hope it does on the Vision Pro.
Okay. Does Apple Pay work?
Well, this is the moment of truth.
The
This will be
moment
awesome if it
of
does.
truth. That's where the scanner is. Does it work?
Okay. This is how you're supposed to scan it, apparently.
I don't know if it worked.
It didn't. Attempt after attempt, it still wasn't working. So called Apple support to try to figure out the issue.
Let me do some research on that.
Turns out you can't pay like that yet, so I went home realizing I needed to make a purchase online. Just a few minutes later and paid for registration for the contest this weekend. Although I couldn't scan the headset to use Apple Pay like I hoped, making the purchase online was easy, so 4 stars. Time to move right into our 5th and final objective, using FaceTime. But before we get into that, let's check out how I'm doing on the impossible trick I was learning earlier. Really hope I don't hit the headset right now. The environment was making it difficult to see, so I turned that down. I think that might have been all I needed because I started getting really close to getting the trick. That was so close! A few attempts later, and then this happened. Yes! Finally! Learning from a tutorial for anything on the Apple Vision Pro is game-changing. Making the video as big as you want is obviously super helpful, and it's also great that you can put the video wherever you want in the space around you to make it easiest to learn. So for those reasons, this is 5 stars. But will Objective 5, where we try out FaceTime, be able to match that rating? I guess we're gonna find out. This is my friend Justin, pro yo-yoer ranked top 5 in the United States. Yo.
What the heck? Bro, you look horrendous.
When wearing the headset, Apple uses an AI recreation of your face for FaceTime. It's called a persona. It's literally the worst version of every single person. Are you able to screen record on yours so you can send it to me? Before taking a look at what my persona looks like, I asked Justin to show off a trick on YouTube. Revealing my persona in 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, I look so bad. People FaceTime their friends because they want to see their face. Not this. Since the personas look borderline creepy, 1 star. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out this other video I think you like where I challenged Justin to the ultimate yo-yo 1v1.